up and just felt right. Phone blown like a tailpipe. Today's schedule airtight. I turn a short day into a long night. See you soon if you got the heart. Meet you outside Rennie Park. Hurry up if it's getting dark. Won't say much and that says a lot. Hop into that old band. Drive through that road ends. Good time with some old friends. I got just a thing if you so tense. Let's go do something. She got me stoned as Medusa. Zoned out with a blank stare. I'm looking into the future. Ain't nothing gonna hold us. Put the devil to the side. Got an angel on my shoulder. And I'm like, hello. It's good to finally let go. I ain't worried about a thing. I just like to keep it mellow. Yeah, I like to keep it mellow. I smoke and keep it mellow. I drink and keep it mellow. Every day I keep it mellow. Every day I keep it mellow. I smoke and keep it mellow. I drink and keep it mellow. Every day I keep it mellow. Every day I keep it mellow. It's like 4 a.m. and I'm bored again. When that 40 in, when that dream team all played out and they hit the bench, I just step back, let me soak it in. I seen the ups and downs, so I get it now. I was born to win. It's my time, about time, my turn, I can't lie. Waiting for that one spark, my one hope to catch fire. I'm fine, I'm high, like rain through that sunshine. Trying to man this so bold, I'm the captain man when it's crunch time. I don't care if I'm getting paid, need the week, but I get the day. Wide awake when I need sleep, I'm knee deep, but I set the way. Focused on that one mistake, let it free, don't let it break. Fuck it all, I'm turning in, my cellular, the great escape. Ain't nothing gonna hold us, put the devil to the side. Got an angel on my shoulder, and I'm like, hello, it's good to finally let go. I ain't worried about a thing, I just like to keep it mellow. Yeah, I like to keep it mellow. I smoke and keep it mellow. I drink and keep it mellow.
What is going on, FHDL? It is time for another qualifying session at Cooper Paddy Reverse, if I could talk. It is a 5 p.m. Central Standard Time session. We're still waiting to hear back from Gorilla, but we did have a time change. It is YT Invert Fusion moving up to now. But real quick, FHDL is presented by Trifecta Drift Team. I had a brain fart. Brought to you by Trifecta Drift Team. Do you meet the trifecta: speed, proximity, style? Also presented by Plantronics Gaming. Gear up, gear good. Sponsored by 110 Customs. We don't just give 100% effort, we give you 110. Also sponsored by Figurative Tuning. Need a drift tune that needs a couple tweaks or just a whole new drift tune in general? Go to Figurative Tuning, they'll help you figure it out. Also sponsored by HKS Performance, bringing style of drifting since 2002. Also sponsored by Team 5 Zygon, Forza Daily Skids on Instagram, Strictly Sideways, and Vapors Vape Shop. So we're going to go ahead and introduce my co-host for this weekend, Drift Lurkin. What up, Lurkin?
Not much. Ready to get this underway. We've had some pretty intense qualifying runs, especially the last one that we had.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was definitely exciting to see Carnage King come out in that ZR1 Corvette and in the rain pull out a phenomenal run, near a perfect run, just missed a couple clips. But
yeah, that's definite.
Oh yeah, so anyway, let me pull up chat here so we can keep an eye on that. And then we're going to go ahead and get my traffic glitch out the way. I do apologize yet again for the wait for that. We're only doing it during qualifying. Battles, we will not be doing that due to how many drivers will be in the session during battles. Sue, Fusion, excuse me, if you could please make me leader. Right. And then go ahead and get in the right car. Excuse me. So, like I said, Invert Fusion is in here. And then we are still trying to get Gorilla in here. And there has been a couple time changes for other drivers, but we will let you know about that when the time comes. So, let's see here. Oh, Black Gorilla 444 is who we need to get in here. invite him to party in game. It says he's offline currently, but he could just be appearing offline. But even though whenever it says a gamer is offline, we still send them invites just in case. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the course preview. So the line on my right, the drivers will start at the end of it, where I am parked currently will be where the lead car will go. So lead car on the left, chase car on the right. Then it will be a 40-mile-an-hour roll to the end of the next white line. That's whenever the drivers are going to get on that gas and get those turbos spooling or that supercharger whining and get out to this initiation point here by the sign or where my car is going to be parked. You can do feint entries, that's why we made it the track this way, but you don't have to. And on this course too as well, it is the first course that we will be judging off of the road edge, not the white lines like we normally do, only because there's some parts as this outside zone that I'm going to get ready to show you, there's no white lines, so we're going off the road edge for this course. So coming into this inside clip where I am now for the first corner, then you're going to sweep out to this outside zone, and you're going to hold it until about this tree here. You're going to come back out, transition back in where your car is facing towards Lurkin's truck. At this sign or at his truck, like I said, is going to be an inside front clip. Then you're going to transition back, and then it's going to be inside clip entering the chicane. And then to get the right trajectory for the outside zone coming up the long stretch, you might want to start or try to stay in this right lane as long as you can and still hit this inside clip that's coming up on your left. You don't have to, that's just what we recommend. You can go anywhere through the chicane as long as it's not off course. It's not going to count against your score. And then it's going to be an inside clip here, and then you're going to move on. But you climbing through the gears, getting those RPMs up and the speed up, getting this outside zone on this long stretch for the zone to count. You have to get your tire past the white line, but not hit the dirt. It can touch the dirt, but if the full tire goes into the dirt, then it's going to count as a tire drop. Or if you do not get past the white line with your tire, it will not count as hitting the outside zone. So then moving on, we do want you to have about a midline coming through here. You do not have to. A lot of people have been taking this inside line here on my left to get out to the outside zone. And then that is a little bit of decel zone, but you don't have. So then it's an outside zone here. And you're going to ride that. And then a hard decel zone coming into this hairpin. It's going to be a hard left inside clip. And then you're going to sweep back out to an outside zone, holding that angle till you hit the speed trap. Once you hit the speed trap, you can let off the throttle because that is the finish. And if you go opposite drift, it is a 0 as well as dropping 3 tires or more in one zone or one area, and spinning is also a 0. So I definitely recommend you keep that angle all the way to the finish, and then straightening out is a major deduction. So now we'll get a run in. So I'll pull up to the line, and what we would do is ask the drivers to honk. So it's just a honk, let them know that they're ready, and that's when we can get ready for them to go. And you're gonna accelerate, initiate, and that's a run. Right.
Almost perfect run too.
Right. Practice makes perfect, bro.
Exactly.
All right, so now I'm gonna go park my car.
Metro, is the sweeper okay if one tire drops or no? If you drop one tire, you will get points deducted, but it's not as much of a point deduction as if you would drop 2. If you drop more than 2 tires, then you will be pretty much a 0 run for that. But if your tire is on the concrete or the road and the dirt, and it's half and half, I don't know. We haven't really decided that amongst the judges ourselves completely about what we would score that. But one tire drop is most likely going to happen, if not any.
Right. So, Fusion, when ready, honk your horn, and then you may go. rocking that 70 Chevelle, as he's known for last season. He accelerates, initiates very fast acceleration, getting that inside clip with some good angle. Oh, but a little bit of lag. Still having a little bit of lag issues, but running through the course very cleanly. Good angle too as well. Can he get out to that outside zone? He does not. Very angle check. He may have been just lag though. Having some really bad lag issues, and has good angle when he hits the finish. Sorry I didn't commentate too much for that. It was throwing me off with the lag. Lurkin, you are a judge, and our head judge is currently not here. So would that be something you guys would still be able to judge on, or would you like a lag restart?
I would honestly like a lag restart on that one, because in the initiation itself on the beginning, going into the first sweeper, it did show him going off course, and then all of a sudden he went straight back on course, and then off course and on course. So it would be a pretty hard one to judge.
Okay, so Fusion, you can choose to go right now for your lag restart for your first run, or you can choose to take your 5-minute competition timeout. So for option 1, to run now, honk once. For the 5-minute timeout, honk twice. Alright, so he's wanting to go now. So this will be his lag restart. Whenever you are ready, honk your horn and then you may go. This is the one and only lag restart drivers get during qualifying. You only get one per session. So here we go. He's off for his 40-mile-an-hour roll. Hits the excel zone. Much better, no lag this time. But this time he spins, unfortunately. Lag restart not coming to his favor. It looked like he may have had a decent run whenever he was lagging, but he was lagging so bad that there's just almost nothing to judge, like you said, Lurkin.
Yeah, I mean, we could have judged that based off of the little shadow that we had of his vehicle, but it would have been so hard because there was no tire marks to go off of, so we couldn't tell if he dropped any tires on certain spots on the entry or anything like that.
Alright, so unfortunately his first run will result in a 0 due to the spin. So Fusion, when ready, honk your horn and then you may go for your final run. Alright, there's his horn. Here he goes for his final run. Hopefully he can clean it up and have no lag, because it was his one and only lag restart. He initiates. Good initiation this time. Does not get the inner clip, but oh, can he hold it? Can he save it? He does. He keeps from going off course, but I don't think he got the outside zone. Misses that clip. Hitting the inside clip, coming in the chicane. Can he hit the second one? He does. Coming into the outside zone. He nails it. Almost going straight though. Judges will have to determine whether he dropped the tire right there or not. Got the second outside zone, gets the inner clip, gets outside zone with good angle through the finish. Much better run for Fusion, but he almost threw it away after that first corner, Lurkin.
Yeah, I was about to think the same thing was happening to him as on his lag reset for that first run that he did, where he was going to spin out on the same spot, but luckily for him, he was able to pull through and keep his angle and transition perfectly to get into that inside clip and then to the chicane.
Right, alright, so we will continue to try to get a hold of Gorilla real quick. So one person who had a time change was Detroit BMBG. I'm getting ready to look and see what time he was supposed to run, and then I'll tell you where he's running now. So if you're rooting for him, Detroit BMBG, I believe he is a individual driver. In battles, we definitely like to announce that when drivers are individual drivers, so in case there's any team watching, they can recruit them. But Detroit was supposed to run tonight at 9 p.m. Central, but he has changed his time to tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central. So those of you that were rooting on Detroit, he is now running tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central. But moving on, waiting for Gorilla, we're going to go ahead and see what the next session is going to be. By the way, Gorilla has 15 minutes before disqualification. So Let me pull up on my handy dandy iPad here and see who's supposed to run at the 6 p.m. session. I believe there's quite a few drivers if I remember correctly, but I do not want to say that for sure. So I'll wait for my slow iPad first gen to load up here. And there we go. All right, now it's loaded up. So yeah, we do got a few drivers. We do got a few drivers at 6. It looks like 3. We got Demon XTZ, and yes, that is the guy who called me out and lost, so therefore he got his name said on the stream at Hoonigan Hill during qualifying. And then let's see here. Then we got the leader of Most Hated Drift Crew, Pantless Thunder, and then we got Sway Aces. So those are the three that'll
called you out.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and tell that story because this was the deal we made. So since I won, I get to call him or call his name out on a stream and tell the story. I didn't get a chance to tell the story last time, but now we got some time while we're waiting for Gorilla to see if he shows. But so basically, Demon XTZ ran it, in qualifying at Surfers Paradise North this season and got double zeros. And a lot of people say that's the easiest course in the game because it's the original figure 8. So he ran that, got double zeros on that course. Then during Hoonigan Hill practice or qualifying, he called me out. He said, I might still have the messages. Hold on, I'll try to look them up. But basically, he said that I can't even drift, not even in real life. I'm a disgrace to the drifting community and all that kind of good stuff. Let's see if I can find it here. Sorry, guys. Wait, just seeing. Gotta go through all these messages. All right, so first off, here we go. I found him. So, Demon XTZ, I never talked to him in my life. And waiting for all the messages to load up. Sometimes I just hate Xbox loading. All right, so getting to the top. Come on. All right, almost to the top. Come on. All right, so he sends me a message starting off. T-dub ? No one hardly watches you, LOL. I said, what? And then he said, nothing but bet you can't drift IRL, can you? All right, hold on. I got to upload the stream chat. 1 second, guys. Sorry for the wait. I know you guys are so dying to hear the story. It's story time. All right. Oh, here we go. Come on, you stupid iPad. And there we go. All right, so anyway, he said T-dub ? And then he said, no one hardly watches you, LOL. I said, what ? And then he's like, nothing but bet you can't drift IRL, can you? And then he's like, well, I can. You're disgraceful. And those of you that don't know, I actually have drifted IRL, drifted competitively, not anything professional, anything like just locally. But I actually learned how to drift for the first time in a front-wheel drive car, so I'm pretty sure I know how to drift. May not be the best, but I'm pretty sure I know how to. So then I say, dude, I don't know what your problem is, but I can drift. Used to do it competitively, and you don't know what drifting is. That's why you didn't come close to qualifying at Surfers Paradise North. He's like, why? I do. Your fans are like 3 years old. I hope you catch syphilis from a hyena. And he's like, so give me a break. And then he called me a punta. And I said, dude, we can battle right now. He said, why? What would it prove? I said that you can't drift, LOL. He said, I'm new to it. Give me a break. I said, okay, let me get a new drift car. Come to St. Louis, and we will drift at Midnight Madness this summer. Smiley face. He said, I'm new to Horizon 3. And I said, small story short, the dude almost wasn't able to run because he lost his car to Pink's, his competition car to Pink's, literally 2 days before qualifying. So then I said, only retards run their comp car for pinks days before qualifying. LOL. Don't talk crap. I'm going to say the correct word because we are on stream. Don't talk crap if you can't back it up. Ha ha ha. And he said, reporting you. I said, cool, LOL. I'll report you and people will believe me more because I run that what is now a popular drift comp. Smiley face. And he's like, fine, back. I said, okay, let's go. He said, need to do a test run though, and a run throughout the course. I said, okay, you get 4 test runs. He said, add my other account, a demon Vadam. I said, no, let's go. Then he said, okay. He said, invite my other account with my Bay Rift Care. I don't know. This dude, I swear he was on something. But I was like, how do I know it's you? He's like, right. We were we doing the 1v1 also. Oh, also, if Demon Vadam messaged you, he's my twin. Which, Demon Vadam, I did add him. He wouldn't answer my question to prove that it's him, but I battled him anyway. I smoked him like 6 times in a row. Then he started cussing me on that profile, and then now he's claiming that that was his twin brother. And he's like, yo, T-Dub. And I was like, what? And he's like, when we doing the 1v1 battle? I said, I just battled with you, bro. He said, no, you didn't. I was. And then he said, damn it, my G-damn twin. And then I said, then let's go after this qualifying session. And then he's like, what does he owe you? I said, 1v1 Surfers Paradise North. And he said, 500K if I win. And he's like, nah, 5 million credits. I said, okay, smiley face, even though I didn't have the credits, but I knew I could beat him. And then he's like, really? No joke. And then there's a couple of voice messages. And then he's like, loser gets 1 mil. And then I sent a voice message. I was like, no. If you lose, you lose. You do not get anything. And he's like, 5. And then he's like, 5 mil first, so I know you're legit. Deal? And then I was like, no, because you're probably just going to run off with it. And he's like, you salty or angry. And he's like, last run, and I guess that's when we were battling. He's like, okay, last run, you lose, pay up. You lost, pay up. When I had nearly a full lobby after a qualifying session, come in and watch me. And I spanked him on his own profile 12 runs, meaning 6 battles in a row. And then he's like, that's it, bro. Hacker's getting called. You're going down. And that was the last I ever heard of him.
Oh, so we've got a wannabe thug in our qualifications then.
Yep. So
Wannabe thug that's probably going to spin out 3 times. Yeah, it's okay.
Right. I think that's what it was too. I think he spun on both runs at Surfers Paradise. But so since he's coming to the next session, what will probably happen if it goes the same way as Surfers Paradise North, he'll run qualifying at Surfers Paradise or at this. Probably won't qualify, and then he'll call me out at Rainforest Run, which will be the very next event. Which I'll be more than happy to go up against him again. But I hate to do that on this stream because we want to have a professional look. But that's the deal me and him made through like a voice agreement. Was if he won, I gave him 5 million credits. But if I won, not only did he either had to give me 5 million credits or I would call him out on a stream. Well, needless to say, he didn't give me no 5 million credits.
Oh shit. Well, I mean, honestly though, in my opinion as a judge, I know that Twin Terpskis is back. If that type of stuff happens again where he is back talking and being a little wannabe thug, since I've got to keep it clean, a wannabe thug to an official like yourself and the owner of the league, if he does that again for this one, I would state that he be permanently removed from the roster and not be able to compete.
And that'll be the next step. The reason I went this route about it was we did not have a code of conduct book yet, and we do now. And plus, I was the one that said, okay, the crap, but I am the one that said, so that's how that went down. So I agree. That's what me, whenever he was here, that's what we discussed. If anyone is disrespectful towards any staff members, they will be either suspended or kicked or banned. So like when I say kicked or banned, two totally different things in FHDL. Means you're kicked for the rest of the banned means it's ever. So yeah, it just depends on what is going to be said and all that kind of good stuff. So we're down to 5 minutes left for. I mean, I've messaged them a couple times.
For me, it's a 30-minute mark.
It is a 30 mark on time, but we haven't been streaming for 30 minutes. So what we usually do is, I know you're new still, so that's. But we usually go 30 minutes streaming because that's actually when the session started. So yeah, but we do need to get next couple of guys notified that they're going.
Letting them be notified.
So that's going to be Demon XTZ, Pantless Thunder, and Sway Aces.
How is your pie, Twin Turskies?
Is he in the party? Okay.
Oh,
Snickers
you
pie.
said a Snickers pie, dude. What? You send me that shit, dude. Send me some, like right now.
Oh, you lucky. She sent me a picture of that one time. X-Demon, XTZ.
How long has the stream been going? I can't.
Last I looked, it was at 25 minutes. I'll have to look here in a second once I send this message.
But yeah, the bar has definitely been set by Carnage for sure on this course.
Right, I definitely agree. And Sway Aces. Run in 30. Alright, so he's down to 2 minutes. We've been streaming for 28. So we will. It looks like it may result in a disqualification unless he can respond within those 2 minutes. 1 second, guys. Alright, hold on. So sorry guys, that just handling some messages with the league and stuff.
No, you're all good. You take your time. We're only waiting on someone. So.
Right.
Not much else we can be doing. I mean, we've got to wait for everybody to be qualified before we can judge everything. So.
Right.
Which is looking like this course right here is going to be a really hard one to judge for the majority of the people that have done it and completed it correctly. It's going to be one of those neck and neck with points going into out of qualifying. I had that feeling.
I agree. Sorry guys, just trying to make a bottle for my kid. But let's see here. He's down to under a minute, and then by then it will be an official disqualification for Gorilla. And now that hits the 30-minute.
Dodgemeister, the signups are closed for this event. The next signups for the next event is going to open on Sunday, and you can visit the Forza Horizon Drift League on Facebook for that sign up on Sunday.
Yes, you can go to our Facebook page, or if you don't have Facebook, just get in contact with a staff member, whether it's on Xbox, any other social media, or whatever, and we'll send you the link to the first. We'll send the rulebook, and then after that, we'll send the link for the sign-up sheets. So this is an official disqualification for Black Gorilla, unfortunately, due to a no-show. So that will be the 4th disqualification. It's very watered down. All right, so that will be it. The next session is in about 25 minutes. So, like I said, it'll be Demon XTZ, the man who called me out, and I beat 12 times in a row. And then it'll be Pantless Thunder and Sway Aces. We will see you guys in 25. And from me, Turbskis, and Lurkin, keep it slide.